Hello guys, welcome back to another video at Legends as Heritage. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel and let's get straight into it. 8 Barcelona players. Yes, you heard that right. Spain's official 2026 FIFA World Cup squad contains a total of 8 FC Barcelona players. Joan Garcia, Pau Cubarsí, Eric Garcia, Pedri, Gavi, Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres and of course Lamine Yamal. Now, when I first saw this squad, one question immediately came to my mind. Can Barcelona win the World Cup? Obviously, a club cannot play in the World Cup. But if Spain's squad contains so many Barcelona players, then if Spain go on to win the World Cup, should some of the credit go to Barcelona? And here's the most interesting part. There are 8 Barcelona players in the squad, but only 3 Barcelona players are expected to start in Spain's strongest 11s. So today we are going to analyze Spain's entire World Cup squad from a Barcelona perspective, and by the end of the video we'll answer one simple question. If Spain win the World Cup, will it be Spain winning it or Barcelona winning it through Spain? First, let's get a quick trip back in time. The 2010 World Cup. Spain won the World Cup, and honestly, calling that Spain team almost feels unfair. That team was basically Barcelona. Puyol, Piqué, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro. Barcelona players formed the backbone of that entire team. The style Spain played was Barcelona's style. The midfield Spain had was Barcelona's midfield. So when people say that Spain are becoming Barcelona again, I completely understand why. But the reality in 2026, it's a little different. Let's take a look at Spain's strongest expected starting 11. Goalkeeper Unai Simon. Barcelona? No. Right back Pedro Porro. Barcelona? No. Centre backs Laporte and Cubarsí, one Barcelona player. Left back Marco Correa. Barcelona? No. Midfield Rodri, Pedri, Fabian. Again, only one Barcelona player. Attack Lamine, Nico, Oyarzabal. And once again, only one Barcelona player. So how many Barcelona starters do we actually have? Cubarsí, Pedri, Lamine. That's it. Just 3. 8 players in the squad, 3 players in the starting 11. And this is where the video starts to get really interesting. Everybody talks about Lamine Yamal. Everybody talks about Cubarsí. But in my opinion, Spain's most underrated player is Pedri. Just imagine this for a second. What if Pedri misses the World Cup through an injury? Who replaces him? Gavi, Merino, Olmo, Baena. Good players, very good players. But who controls a game the way Pedri does? Pedri is the type of player who can slow a match down under pressure, control the tempo, retain the position. And in knockout football, those qualities are worth more than gold. Now let's talk about the obvious name, Lamine Yamal. Let me ask you a simple question. If Spain need a goal in the 89th minute of a World Cup final, who gets the ball? Rodri? No. Fabian Ruiz? No. Oyarzabal? No. The ball goes to Lamine Yamal because who is Spain's superstar? Lamine Yamal. And whenever a team has a superstar, that player automatically becomes the most important attacking weapon. Barcelona aren't just providing Spain with a starter, Barcelona providing Spain with the face of the team. Now let's talk about Cubarsí. I think football fans have started treating Cubarsí as something normal, but he isn't, not even close. Think about it. A teenager starting at centre back for Spain at a World Cup. That's absolutely crazy. Most defenders establish themselves at 23 or 24 years of age. Cubarsí is already considered one of Spain's best defenders. And honestly, I think Spain's defense is going to be built around Cubarsí for the next decade. What about the other Barcelona players? Joan Garcia, backup goalkeeper. Eric Garcia, squad depth. Gavi, potential game changer from the bench. Dani Olmo, a player who could start any match depending on the tactics. Ferran Torres, a super sub. And this is where Barcelona's real influence becomes visible. Only 3 Barcelona players are expected to start, but when you look at the bench, you keep seeing Barcelona players. Barcelona aren't dominating Spain's starting 11. Barcelona are dominating Spain's squad depth. Now let me ask you a question. Imagine Spain without all 8 Barcelona players. No Joan Garcia, no Cubarsí, no Eric Garcia, no Pedri, no Gavi, no Olmo, no Ferran, no Lamine Yamal. How strong does Spain look now? A good team? Yes. Quarterfinals? Probably. Semifinals? Maybe. World Cup favorites? I don't think so. And that's exactly why Barcelona matter. So what's my final verdict? Have Spain become the Barcelona of 2010 again? No. Absolutely not. Spain's backbone now comes from multiple clubs. But Barcelona are still producing some of Spain's most important players. Cubarsí, Pedri, Lamine Yamal. Only three starters, but possibly Spain's three most important starters. And if Spain win the World Cup, it may be Spain lifting the trophy, but Barcelona's fingerprints will be all over it. What do you think? Am I overrating Barcelona's influence, or are Barcelona still the biggest reason behind Spain's success? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow and brings more football content like this. Now, for the most important question. We have discussed Barcelona's influence on the squad, but can this Spain team actually win the World Cup? In my opinion, absolutely yes. Not only can they win it, they are one of my favorites to win the entire tournament. So let's take a look at Spain's predicted World Cup journey. Group stage, Spain versus Cape Verde. Spain's World Cup campaign begins against Cape Verde. And honestly, if Spain are serious contenders, this should be a comfortable victory. Cape Verde's story is inspiring. A small island nation of population smaller than many European cities just qualifying for the World Cup is a historic achievement. But the quality gap is huge. Pedri, Lamine, Rodri, Nico. That's a level Cape Verde will struggle to handle. I am predicting a comfortable Spain victory. 3 points. Spain versus Saudi Arabia. Spain's second match is against Saudi Arabia, and there's an interesting storyline here. Saudi Arabia are the team that beat Argentina at the 2022 World Cup, one of the biggest upsets in football history. But pulling off one upset is different from consistently beating elite teams. Spain will dominate possession, Saudi Arabia will look to counter, but over 90 minutes, Spain simply have too much quality. I expect Spain to win again. 6 points out of 6. Spain versus Uruguay. Now we arrive at the blockbuster of the group stage. Spain versus Uruguay. This is a dangerous match because Uruguay are coached by Marcelo Bielsa, one of the most influential coaches in football history. Even Pep Guardiola has openly said that Bielsa inspired him. And Bielsa teams are never easy to face. High pressing, high intensity, non-stop running. Uruguay will cause Spain problems, a lot of problems. But I think Spain's midfield quality will eventually make the difference. For me, this is Spain's toughest group stage match, but I see still Spain winning. 9 points out of 9 group winners. Round of 32, Spain versus Algeria. Spain's expected round of 32 opponent is Algeria. And there's an interesting historical connection here. Spain and Algeria are geographical neighbors separated by the Mediterranean, thus share a deep cultural and historical link. But on the football pitch, the quality gap is quite clear. Algeria are talented, African football continues to improve, but Spain's technical quality and squad depth are simply stronger. I expect Spain to progress comfortably into the round of 16. Round of 16, Spain versus Croatia. Now the real World Cup begins. Croatia, 2018 World Cup finalists, 2022 World Cup third place finishers, and most importantly, Luka Modric's final World Cup. This is why football is beautiful. On one side, Pedri, Cubarsí, Lamine Yamal, the future. On the other side, Luka Modric, a legend playing his final FIFA World Cup. Croatia are never easy opponents. Never. Underestimating Croatia at a World Cup is a huge mistake. Honestly, I think this game could go to extra time. But if Spain want to become world champions, these are the matches they have to win. My prediction, Spain survive, but only just. Quarterfinal, Spain versus Belgium. Quarterfinal, Belgium, one generation is leaving, another generation is arriving. Belgium are currently in a rebuilding phase, but there are no easy quarterfinals at World Cup. Belgium can make Spain uncomfortable. Physical football, direct football, transitions. I think this will be a tactical battle. There may not be many goals, but Spain have a superior midfield control, and in knockout football, midfields often decide matches. Spain to go through. Semi-final, Spain versus France. Now we reach the biggest match of the tournament. Spain versus France. And honestly, this feels like the final before the final. France, world number one, Mbappe, Dembele, Chouameni, Saliba. And the recent history between these teams is fascinating. The 2025 Nations League semi-final, Spain versus France, a goal fest, absolute chaos, and Spain came out on top. But a World Cup semi-final is a different beast. Pressure, history, legacy, everything was online. Honestly, this is a true 50-50 match. Either team can win, but both with my head and my heart, I'm backing Spain. Spain reached only the second World Cup final in their history. And here comes the final, Spain versus Portugal. Now imagine this, a World Cup final, Spain versus Portugal. Honestly, even the script writers couldn't create a better storyline. On one side, Spain, with Pedri, Cubarsí, Lamine Yamal. Barcelona DNA everywhere. On the other side, Portugal, led by Cristiano Ronaldo, a Real Madrid legend, possibly the greatest goal scorer in football history. And Portugal have never won a World Cup, not once. This could be Cristiano's final chance. For Spain, on the other hand, their first World Cup final since 2010, the entire Iberian Peninsula would come to a standstill. Spain versus Portugal, Lamine Yamal versus Cristiano Ronaldo, the future versus the past. And my prediction, yes, Spain win. Spain lift their second FIFA World Cup 16 years after their first, and if that happens, Barcelona players will once again be lifting the World Cup trophy, just like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, and Puyol did in 2010. So, you have heard my prediction Spain world champions. But now I want to hear yours. How far do you think Spain will go? Group stage? Quarterfinal? Semi-final? Final? Or even world champions? Leave your full tournament prediction in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye and peace.